Mountain photography, we're all aspiring towards the one thing. We're all a part of the chase, and that starts first thing in the morning when your alarm goes off at 4:30, you look out the window, it's pitch black, and it's it's like drawing the curtain, actually what beckons for me here with the rest of today. And so the hike begins, and I make my way towards nature's theatre, not always knowing what the performance or the play is going to be. What is nature going to give me today? People ask me about stillness in the mountains, and actually what are you doing up there at that time, what are you thinking about? For me, stillness is actually just an absence of any thought or any emotion, really. For me, I'm just in the moment, I'm just being a part of the scene. So I'm just hoping once the sun actually comes up over Sleet Donard, over there, I'll just be starting to catch the light of the rocks a wee bit, and you just start to see the rest of the range all light up. It's kind of like a general saying in photography, it's like F11, sharpness 7. So it's just like, that's my general rule of thumb. I never deviate from that there. So F11 every time, but whenever I'm focusing, I'll normally focus on like the most distant object type thing, because once you do that there, it just means everything from the horizon back to your foreground, it generally is all sharp. Even the phone shots look good. I'd say it's just more like a kind of inbuilt kind of, desire to want to be there type thing. It's never always an adrenaline. Sometimes adrenaline comes in the moment of the unexpected. So yeah, this is a funny one, because I think even amongst my friends and my work colleagues have kind of become known as Fox Boy. So it's there's a very particular shot that I took about 7 months ago. This was on Sleep Binion, and kind of just to provide a bit of context, this was kind of just at the end of the second lockdown, I think, and just like everyone else, my passions, all that there. I was starting to doubt myself, sort of to have the same hunger, desire for all this here. But I went out that day with the intention of camping out just above Ben Crom Reservoir at an area called Buzzard Roost. But earlier in that day, I got up nice and early, got to the top of the mountain, and the first thing I did once I set down my bag, sort of had a quick drink, I just sort of prayed to God, and I just said, God, I've been having doubts about all this, where are you taking me with my photography, all that there, is this something you would love me to continue pursuing type thing? And I just said, would you give me a sign? And I've always kind of found it hard to discern God's voice at times in my life, but I just said, listen, I'm here, I'm ready. So it's just as I was packing up then, I just looked to my left, and there was just this orange creature with a couple of eyes just staring at me right in the face, and it's all highly unusual, because I'd never seen a fox or any wildlife for that matter that high in the morns. And this guy was very playful, and was walking around my legs, and I was able to stroke him, and he's just a very curious character for sure. But it's one of those things I had to sort of compose myself, and I was able to kind of gain my composure. I set my camera up. The fox was more than obliging for a photograph, and he just happened to stand so perfectly just on the rock, just with silhouetted against the mist in the foreground. And there's just many things about that photo were just like so pleasing to me as like an artist and a creator, because on the one hand you had the orange textures of the fox, and then you had the orange sky type thing, and there's just different elements. For me, it's just a fusion of like many things that excite me as a landscape photographer. So it was definitely for me a pretty iconic shot.
wings to fly. It's time to move on. It's just a little too long. Ooh. Nothing gonna keep me down, because I'm breaking free now. And I can't stop moving. I gotta get back into it. Oh, shake it, baby. Yeah, yeah.
I love that. Hold on, let me just get a picture of you.